If you have ever played Halo Reach at any time in your life, then you would know the game's main character, Noble Six. For those of you who don't know who Noble Six is, he is an avatar character from the Halo game series, meaning that he can be either male or female within the game's story mode and multiplayer mode. Noble Six can also have his colors, voice, and armor gear changed during the story mode. In this video, I will show you guys my brainstorming on how Noble Six would look like if he were to be in Smash Bros Ultimate as a DLC character. Now, I'm not saying that Noble Six has a chance to be a DLC at all. We already know that Nintendo said that the Master Chief will not be a DLC character for Smash Bros Ultimate, so this means that Noble Six has no chance at all since he is way less popular than the Master Chief. But still, I wanted to make this video to bring to you guys an idea on how Noble Six would look like in Smash, and because Halo Reach is my second favorite game from the Halo series, right after Halo 3. Let's start off with the basic movements. For his idle pose, Noble Six would have the same idle animation he has in Halo Reach, with his two arms holding his DMR always aiming forward. His crouching position will also be like in his game, again with his DMR in both hands. Noble Six's first jump would also be like it is in Reach. For his second jump, Noble Six would have a little boost from his jetpack. His walking style would also have the same animation he has in Halo Reach, but maybe a little bit slower due to his heavy armored suit, as well as his running style would also be like in his game. This is when the player chooses the sprinting ability in Halo Reach. Since Noble Six sports a heavy armored suit, it would be very difficult for him to wall jump, so I thought that it would be best for him not to wall jump. Now, some characters like Snake, Zero Suit Samus, and Inkling have crawling animations that puts them on their four limbs. So Noble Six wouldn't crawl, he would crouch walk like in his game. Kind of like Simon and Richter Belmont, but Noble Six would have his DMR in his hands while he crouch walks. I thought that the best way for Noble Six to enter a fight would be by being dropped off from a Falcon like Zero Suit Samus is dropped from her gunship. A Falcon is a recurring vehicle in Halo Reach. After being dropped off from the Falcon into the stage, Noble Six would then proceed to say,
"This is 6. Target confirmed."
The reason as to why I picked the Falcon is because the Pelican is rarely seen during Halo Reach. For his neutral attack, Noble Six would throw a left punch like this, only that he would have his DMR in his right hand instead of the handgun. Then he would hit with his DMR like in his game, and then he would perform a sidekick with his right leg. And if the player keeps just the neutral attack button pressed, Noble Six would just throw his left jab repeatedly, similar to Ike's jab, only that Noble Six would have a faster jab. So for his neutral attack, it would be left jab, DMR hit, and right sidekick. For his dash attack, or his running attack, I thought that Noble Six could perform a dropkick. I couldn't find a perfect animation from Halo Reach, so I thought that his animation for this attack could be similar to Mii Brawler's dropkick special move, only that he wouldn't produce fire from his feet and do that flip that the Mii Brawler does at the end. Like Hero's forward tilt, Noble Six would throw a left punch, and if the player tilts the joystick a second time, he would perform a front kick with his right leg like the Marines in Halo 3. So his forward tilt attack would be left punch and then a front kick with his right leg. For his up tilt attack, I couldn't find a good animation from Halo Reach, but still, I thought that Noble Six could perform an uppercut punch with his left arm since his right arm holds his DMR. For his down tilt attack, I chose Hero's down tilt. Noble Six would crouch and then kick his opponents on their feet and then get back to his crouching position, only that he would obviously have his DMR in his hands instead of a sword and shield. Like Youngling's forward smash attack, the player would have to tilt the smash joystick 2 times for it to be done completely. For Noble Six would be the same, only that he would hit his opponents with his DMR and then he would perform a front kick with his right leg like the Marines from Halo 3, but with the same animations from Halo into Smash. So it would be DMR hit and then a right front kick. For his up smash attack, I thought that it would be best for Noble Six to quickly grab his energy sword from his left thigh and then swing it upward with his left hand while his right hand holds his DMR. This attack would be one strong hit like when an enemy gets caught from a fair distance in Halo. Noble Six's down smash attack would be a swing from his energy sword on a lower position both ways, like the Mii Sword Fighter's down smash, but obviously with a slightly different animation. Like Toon Link's neutral aerial, Noble Six would quickly take his energy sword from his left thigh and then he would swing it on both directions while his right hand holds his DMR, although his animation would be a bit slower since he is heavier than Toon Link. Noble Six's forward aerial attack would have him hit his opponents in the head with his two hands while his right hand holds his DMR. This attack is a perfect reference to one of his aerial assassinations in Halo Reach. I couldn't find any perfect animation from Halo Reach for his up aerial attack, so I had to go with Hero's up aerial, where Noble Six would kick upward, clearly having a little different movement when he performs this attack. For his back aerial attack, I thought that it would be best for him to kick his opponents with his right foot. His animation would be similar to Mii Brawler's back aerial attack. Since Noble Six wears a heavy armored suit, I thought that it would be best to have for his down aerial attack a kick that goes straight down just like Sonic's down aerial attack, only that Noble Six's down aerial would have a little knockback more than Sonic's since he is heavier. Now let's get into his special moves. For his neutral special move, Noble Six would fire from his DMR just like in Halo Reach, and if the player moves the joystick while pressing the special move button, Six would aim up or to the other side depending on which direction the player moves the joystick. For his side special move, Noble Six would use his rocket launcher and fire a maximum of 2 rockets if the player maintains the special move button pressed. If not, Noble Six would only fire 1 rocket if the player releases the special move button early. Then he will reload it and put it on his back and switch it for his DMR out again, and his animation would be the same as it is in Reach. For his up special move, Noble Six would use his jetpack as a recovery move like in his game. This attack would only last about 5 seconds. I also thought that he could perform his neutral attack while he has his jetpack activated, giving it like a reference to his game where this action can obviously be performed. For his down special move, the best choice was Armor Lock. This is another ability that Noble Six can use to stop his health from decreasing after it is really low. Just like in his game, this attack would only last about 3 seconds, making Noble Six immune to any type of attack. After those 3 seconds pass, the Armor Lock will cause a small blast, paralyzing and electrocuting foes nearby at a close distance. The only way to break his Armor Lock would be through final smashes performed against him, and his Armor Lock would reflect projectiles too. For his floor attack, Noble Six would fire his DMR left and right while getting back up to his feet. I thought that his animation when he's lying on his stomach could be similar to Inkling's, and the animation where he lies on his back could be similar to Mii Gunner's. If Noble Six were to trip with a banana peel and lie on the floor sitting down, he would fire his DMR in both directions with his animation being similar to Inkling's. For his edge attack, I thought that Noble Six could maybe kick like Sephiroth and Captain Falcon, although his animation would be a bit slower since he sports an armored suit. I couldn't find a special weapon or tool from his game that tethers opponents to him from a fair distance, like Zero Suit Samus uses her plasma whip and Young Link has the hook shot, so Noble Six would grab with his left arm like most of the characters in Smash. After grabbing an opponent, Noble Six would hit in the head with the handle of his DMR. His animation would be similar to Shulk's pommel, but instead he would have his DMR in hand. His forward throw would be similar to Ike's, where Noble Six could perform a front kick, although his animation could be like a Marine's front kick like in Halo 3. Noble Six's up throw would be similar to Fox and Mii Gunner's up throw, where he grabs his opponents and then throws them upward while shooting them with his DMR. For his back throw, Noble Six would grab his opponents and then toss them back, kicking them, similar to Ike's back throw, although it would be a tiny bit faster. For his down throw, Noble Six would drop his DMR on the floor right next to him to use his 2 hands to lift his opponent up like Fox does, while putting one knee on the floor and slamming his opponent's back onto his other knee, kinda like a WWE move. Now let's get into his final smash. As much as I hate to say it, Noble Six's final smash would be a cinematic, since every DLC character in Smash has cinematic final smashes. His final smash would be the Target Locator, a special tool that can be used in some of Halo Reach's campaign missions. The final smash would start with Noble Six screaming,
"We have visual."
Then the Falcon that drops him in the entrance of a fight would fly across the stage hitting any opponents nearby like Fox, Falco, Wolf, and Duck Hunt's final smash. I thought it would be a great idea that up to 8 characters could be caught in this final smash. Then, the characters that get hit by the Falcon would be dropped in Forge World, which is a region in Halo Reach where players can build custom maps. The characters would then get up and be dizzy, while the camera turns to a cliff and zooms in on Noble 6. Noble 6 would have the target locator in his hands, and locate the region where the dizzy characters are and say,
Go ahead, Colonel.
Then the camera would look from this angle and then the bombs would be dropped and Noble 6's final smash would end there. Noble 6 would obviously have his default appearance, exactly like he does in his original game. For his other 7 slots, I thought to have different colors and attributes such as helmets and armor pieces like in Halo Reach, with 4 Spartan males and 4 Spartan females. But since those costumes don't have official references from Noble 6's game, at least not the colors, I changed my mind and decided to put the Noble team members as Noble 6's alternate costumes. Not only Noble 6's colors would change into his team members, but also his helmet and armor pieces as well to have a better reference to his game. Like Villager and Inkling both have clothing pieces and genders that change. Noble 6's first alternate costume would be a palette swap with Carter, the Noble team's commander and leader, also known as Noble 1. Noble 6's second alternate costume would be a palette swap of June, also known as Rifleman, and Noble 3. The next costume for Noble 6, which is his third alternate costume, would be a swap to Noble 4, Emil, followed by an appearance swap of Noble 5, also known as George. His sixth alternate costume would be an appearance transformation into the legendary hero of the Halo series himself, the Master Chief. This is an excellent reference because in Halo Reach you can recreate the Master Chief with his suit, helmet, and even his voice. Noble 6's seventh alternate costume would be a gender swap to female Noble 6, with the voice changing to female and her body being slightly trimmed with thinner legs, arms, torso, and a wider waist. Noble 6's eighth and final alternate costume would be the only alternate costume that female Noble 6 would get, which is of Cat, also known as Noble 2, with her helmet and armor colors changing but her female voice from Halo Reach remaining the same for Noble 6's female alternate costume. Now let's get into his taunts. For his op taunt, Noble 6 would say,
I aim to please.
While looking at the smash camera, reloading his DMR, and then turns to face his opponent again. For his sight taunt, he would perform one of his taunts that he does in the scoreboard of Halo Reach after saving and quitting or finishing a mission. While performing this particular taunt, he would laugh like this. For his down taunt, Noble 6 could perform another taunt that he does in the Halo Reach mission scoreboard while he laughs again like this. Let's have a look at what his victory poses would be like. For his first victory pose, Noble 6 would touch his helmet as if hearing a message on his radio while he says,
On my way.
And then he would drive off in a Warhog. I don't think it would be a good idea for the camera to focus the Warhog driving away, so I thought it would be similar to one of Joker's victories, where he gets into his van and drives away. For his second victory pose, Noble 6 would touch his helmet again while he says,
We'll get it done, Colonel. 6 out.
And then he would aim his DMR, sort of like he's going to snipe out a foe. Noble 6's third victory pose is a reference to Halo Reach's near ending, where he is seen dispatching Captain Keyes, who has Cortana in hand. Just like in Halo Reach but from a Smash perspective, Noble 6 would then proceed to say,
Negative. I have the gun. Good luck, sir.
And then Keyes' Pelican flies away and the Smash camera zooms into Noble 6 from a down looking up position. Now let's take a look at what his victory theme would be. For Noble 6's victory theme, I grabbed the beginning part of a Halo Reach soundtrack, which is called Overture, and the last part of Halo Reach's main soundtrack, and put it together to make a perfect victory theme. Check it out.
Ouch! Ah!
For this one, I thought of the many possibilities on what a perfect stage for Noble Six could be like in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Possibilities like Forge World and many of his campaign missions. But what better alternative than the very last mission where we see our hero battle and take down aliens all by himself to his very last breath. The stage's name would have the name of its location, which is, I hope I'm saying this right, Azod Shipbreaking Yard, a place that serves as a cemetery for the ships that have lost complete functioning and don't work at all anymore. Now let's have a look on what the stage would look like. The stage would be plain in its normal form, like the living room, Coliseum, and the King of Fighters Stadium, meaning that there wouldn't be any downfall KOs. Only star KOs, screen KOs, and side KOs would be available during the stage's normal form, unless the player were to choose the stage in its Battlefield or Omega form. Its Battlefield and Omega forms would have the platform on top of the stage like Onet has it in its Battlefield and Omega forms. Were that being the case, downfall KOs would be totally available. So that would be it for my idea as to how Noble Six would be like if he had the luckiest chance in the world of being added into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit me with what you guys think on my brainstorming on how Noble Six would look like in Smash Bros. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.